If you're struggling to lose weight, it might be it's just too hard. And the reason it's too hard for so many of us is because there are so many rules and so many restrictions and so many things that we can't eat. So I'm going to teach you today one little trick, one little rule that you can set for yourself that will help you make the right choices every single day. Hi, I'm Shelley and welcome to Fabulous 50s. The tip that I have for you that's going to change the way that you think about food is compared to what. And what does that mean? Compared to what gives you an out. It gives you a way to feel good about yourself. Because when we are on a diet and we go off track a little bit, we beat up on ourselves, we feel bad about ourselves, and when we do that, we give up. And the last thing that you want to do when you're on a diet or when you're trying to figure out how to eat healthy is to go into it with lots of negatives. Negative, I did this wrong, I didn't do that right. So this is why we fail, because we put ourselves in the corner of, I can't get it right. So this trick that I'm going to teach you will help you get it right. Because when you ask the question compared to, you can say, okay, am I choosing this food? Is it better compared to what I ate yesterday? Or is it better than the choice I could have made and I made a better choice? So I'm going to show you some compared to foods and teach you how to figure out the best option for losing weight that's sustainable and healthy, and it becomes a lifestyle. You can do this forever. Sugar's the thing that cripples us when we're on a diet because it's just so hard to give up. So here's what we do. We say compared to. So here's some example. This is chocolate. Delicious chocolate. This is Cadbury chocolate. It's full of sugar and like a whole lot of other ingredients, but it's delicious. And, you know, some people can eat a whole block and be happy. Or you could choose a chocolate biscuit. These are Tim Tams from Australia. But we could choose these and we would feel bad after we ate them. Most of us, particularly if you're trying to lose weight. But here's the thing. Could I choose something like this? A protein bar. Yes, you could. Would a protein bar be better than this? Yes. But is it much better? Well, if you look at the ingredients on this protein bar, it says it's healthy and you can see healthy ingredients in it. But in actual fact, this is full of sugar. So this compared to this, maybe a bit better because there's protein in it that's going to give you some benefit. But could we choose a dark chocolate, which is anything from 70% cacao and up? I like 90. This is my happy place. Give it a try. Try 70, 80, 85, 90. Try them all and choose one that you can live with for now. And once you get used to not this, which is super sweet, you're going to start looking forward to this. This will kill your cravings for sugar in the afternoon. So with a cup of tea at like 3 or 4 o'clock, happy days. So cacao's great for you. And if you don't mix it with all of the sugars and all of the additives, it's okay. It's going to make you feel good and it's going to help you get through the afternoon, give you some energy. But we can do one step better. You can choose cacao nibs. So this is made from this. And also, this is made from this. This is the best way that we can eat it. And if you've never tried cacao before, just the nibs like this, it's bland, but it's got a little bit of a bite. And once you eat it, it does the same thing as chocolate does. It increases your serotonin, so it increases your mood. And I write on the back of my jars what everything does, what all of my foods do. And I've got, it increases your mood. It's an antioxidant. It has fiber and magnesium. So when I go to choose this, I'm really happy with myself. I'm also happy with myself if I choose this. So compared to what gives you a really good way for you to monitor yourself. And if I'm going to have this, I'm going to say, okay, not beat up on myself. I'm going to enjoy it and then say to myself, okay, next time, tomorrow, I'm going to try this. And I'm going to train myself to reach for this second and this first. But we set our own rules. And when you've got your own rules, you can modify them. And it's the opposite to being on this strict diet where you have to do this, this, and this so you can get that result. The next thing I'm going to show you is soy sauce. So soy sauce is delicious and you use it on a lot of foods because it gives so much flavor. But really, it's full of salt and full of additives and it's not good for you. So try and not use this in your diet if you can. But a really good compared to alternative is coconut aminos. This tastes like soy sauce, a little bit different, but it's going to give you that bite. And it's made from the coconut flour, the sugar. And it still gives you that sweetness and that saltiness, but it's natural. So you can put this on your food and feel good about it. So this compared to this, you're making a really great choice and you're getting lots of flavor. This is white sugar. This is sugar that is very, very, very processed. And I just have it here for the tradies when they come because they like sugar. So I have it for them. A better option is raw sugar. And raw sugar is less processed than this white sugar. But then you can have a much better option, which is coconut sugar. So this sugar is less sweet compared to these sugars. And if you're just getting started on changing over, you'll find that you might need a little bit more of the coconut sugar to get the same flavor as you would from these sugars. But that's okay because you're trying, you're experimenting. So use a little bit of this, try it. If it's not sweet enough, try a little bit more and then gradually reduce it to a sprinkle because your taste buds are going to adapt. My next compared to is salt. And salt is essential in our diet. In fact, I take salt every morning under my tongue to give me energy and to help with my electrolytes. But table salt is like the white sugar. You don't want to touch that. So this salt here, I don't have it in the house, so here's a picture. This salt here, you want to eliminate at all costs. Don't buy it. Don't have it in your house. Don't let your children have it. Don't let anybody have it. That salt is very dangerous for our bodies. A better option is the Himalayan pink salt or the Celtic sea salt. And these two salts are from nature. They're not processed. So as you can see, these are the size of the grains. You put them in a salt grinder. It makes beautiful salt. And this is what I use under my tongue every day. This is the Celtic sea salt. And this is what I do. I take my teaspoon and just take this much and put it underneath my tongue and let it dissolve for, like however long, a few seconds, 10, 15, 20, and then I swallow it. And what that does, I take that before my workout. It just gives me more energy. So give this a try. It's really good. It's Celtic sea salt. My next compared to is nuts. So let's take almonds, for example. You can get almonds that are salted, you can get them that are baked, and you can get them raw, and you can get them organic. So compared to, raw organic is the best, but they're more expensive. And then the salted taste the best, but they're terrible for you because they've got that salt in it that I was talking about. One option is to activate your almonds. You put your almonds in a bowl, you put water in them, just like that. Happy days. Leave them on the sink and then wait overnight. And then in the morning, they're going to be fat. They're beautiful and plump and fat, and they taste so much better. And what you're going to find in the morning when you wake up is the almond's going to be plump, but the other thing is the water is going to be murky and cloudy, and you're going to think, oh my goodness, I was eating that and putting it into my body. So it's a good experiment for you to do, to start soaking your nuts and see what's in the water the day after. You don't want that inside your body. And it's a good thing to know as well, this is how many nuts I'm going to eat today, because nuts are addictive and you just shovel them in and you have too many and then you beat up on yourself again. So we don't want to beat up on ourselves. We want to set our rules for ourselves so that we don't fall off the wagon. If you're using the compared to rule, if you're not having sugared nuts or salted nuts compared to having raw nuts, that's a great choice and a great option. If you're entertaining, it's easy to get caught up. So I'm going to show you some compared tos that are going to help you. So this is a Jatz biscuit, like not real food. It's made of like all these different ingredients that aren't real food. So eating a whole handful of these is not good for you. But compared to, could you get something that has less ingredients, no gluten, and it's just going to be a little bit better than this? Yes, you can do that. It's just a matter of reading the ingredients on the pack when you're at the shops. Choose something that doesn't have like hundreds of ingredients. Choose something that has fewer. And then compared to, you could get some sourdough bread that's only got a few ingredients and it's baked by the baker. And you can cut that into strips, into small strips, and you can toast it or not, and then you can use that with cheese or dip. Or compared to, you can cut up a carrot. I know it sounds boring and you might be rolling your eyes, but don't, because if you have a platter and you've got some of these and some of these and some of these, you can eat half of the time this and the other half of the time this. So you'll still be doing a good job compared to just eating like these constantly for hours. You'll be eating a bit of this. So compared to, you're doing well and you're successful. And on that cheese platter, you could choose some ingredients that are healthy. So this is hummus just made out of chickpeas and a little bit of oil. So I checked the ingredients. There's only 2 or 3 ingredients in this. And you can put on that platter some fruit, some dates. These are foods compared to lots of these and, cheese that's not the right color and that it's out of a pack and that it's, not real food. Compared to, you're doing a great job. So when you're trying to lose weight and navigating all of the different things that you can and can't eat, stick with compared to, and then you'll feel successful, and then you can try again tomorrow, but you're setting your own rules, you're setting your own boundaries, and you will win at this. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe. That would be amazing. Thank you. And like the video to let me know if you'd like more like this. Thank you so much for watching and have a beautiful day.